welcome back to my channel. My name is True Princess. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos, darling. And if you are a new subscriber here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So guys, as you can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be doing a story time. My first story time about engineer. No, actually it was my second story time. Did so well, and I just decided, let me just spoil you guys and record another one for you featuring my wine. So today's story time is going to be about this guy that I used to date, and I basically went through his phone and my number wasn't saved on his phone. My number wasn't saved on his phone. So guys, guys, I need a drink before I record this. And another disclaimer, guys, if you hear things in the background, or there's gonna be cars and everything like in the background, but yeah. So I was dating this guy and we met and everything was fine, and we dated and like we had a really good connection. I'm gonna call him the weekend. I'm gonna call him the weekend. The reason why I'm gonna call him the weekend is because every single weekend he used to disappear on Friday and he used to come back on Monday. So that's why I'm gonna call him the weekend. So for the weekend we met like very randomly. We met. He used to stay, I can't say where he used to stay because my day is gonna be like, he used to stay very far from me, and I used to stay Kamashu. And so I was with my friend that day when I met him, and he offered me and my friend a ride because I think both of us were going to do our nails, so he offered us a ride, and then he took my number. Okay, fine. And so him and I started dating and everything was going well. Everything was going well. Everything was going good. Like, we got along. We saw each other all the time. I was at his house all the time. But the problem is with this man, like, he always used to disappear on weekends, which is why his nickname is the weekend. We would be fine. Like, he'd fetch me on a Tuesday. Maybe I'd stay at his house, and then on Friday he would wake up in the morning. He would go to work and then come back for lunch. And then he would randomly just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take you home today, so you should just pack your stuff and then I'm gonna take you home. Every single Friday, either on a Thursday or a Friday, he just used to be like, Sisi, pack your things because baby, you need to leave. And I always used to be like, but bro, like, and in my head I used to be like, obviously he wants to go and drink or he wants to do something and whatever. And I'd just be like, okay. Like, we'd always argue about it. Like, why do you always have to take me home on a Thursday or a Friday? Like, njalo mese kuzoba ne-vibe when you want me to go. And okay, fine. And then it went up to a point where he would do that, and then this was when WhatsApp was starting to introduce WhatsApp statuses. So obviously, like, I would see what he would post, and he used to post, like, he was a person that liked to brag. Like, he used to brag, like, to post. Okay, fine, if he goes out, he posts. What he used to do was he would take me home on a Thursday, and then as soon as he drops me off, like, maybe he would call me just to check on me if I'm okay, and then I wouldn't hear from him.
What?
Like, let's say maybe he dropped me off in the afternoon at like 4. I would not hear from him at all after that. Like, he would just like go silent on me, and he wouldn't like respond to my texts, he wouldn't answer my calls. And then randomly at like 8 o'clock or 8:30, he would like post, and he's sitting at a section, and the section has like women's bags like on the table, and I just used to be like, wait a damn minute, what is going on? Like, yo guys, I used to be so frustrated, and at that time I think I was 21, 22. I'm 25 right now, and I'm turning 26 next month, period. But I used to be like 21, 22, and I just used to be like, why is he doing this? You know, I just didn't understand. But I mean, obviously men are, so I used to just be like, I didn't understand why he used to do that. And so, okay, fine, he would do that, and I would always confront him about it, and he would just ignore me and he wouldn't respond. And then he would wake up the following morning and act like nothing ever happened. Like, that's what like Zulu men do. That's what they're good at. They just wake up in the morning and everything is like back to normal. Everything is fine, and they don't feel the need to explain anything to you. And then now you become like the hand that is just like nagging and like wanting to know. And now he always used to make it seem like I'm in his business. The whole thing was just weird. And so I was like, bro, I'm sure, like, and I used to be sure, like, obviously if you're at the club or if you're at a section at Cubana and there's alcohol and there's women's handbags on the table, obviously you're sitting with other hands. Like, I'm not stupid. And he used to have this mentality that like he doesn't believe that he should go to the club with his girl. Like, he just believes that his girl should be at home waiting for him. And it's just like, that's just so dumb, honestly. And he used to do that, take me home on a Thursday or a Friday, but there would be like some occasions where I would stay at his house, but he would leave me at his house and he would go out. I thought that, oh no, my man loves me and he just wants me to sit at home and wait for him. Child, that man was going and doing other things with other women at the club, in a section with other women, spending his money on other women. Okay, so as time went by, like, I just used to notice the pattern. And then as time went by, like, I noticed like he started to change. Like, his attitude started to change. I mean, you notice like the little things. His attitude started to change, and we no longer spent as much time as we used to. Like, out of 7 days in a week, we probably spend like 4 together. We used to be together all the time. And then all of a sudden, he's calling me less and less, and it's like now I'm like starting to nag. Like, every time I would confront him, I'd be like, but bro, like, how come I'm not seeing you as much as I used to? He'd just be like, oh, you just like to complain, and I'm busy with work, I've got so much to do, all you ever want to do is complain. But this person would still have time to go every weekend to do other things and to post about it. And I used to just be like, but bro, just can you not make time for your girl? Like, you can go to the club and you have time to do other things on the weekend. Why can't you have time to call me? Why don't you spend time with me anymore? Why don't you do this? Like, it was a lot. Like, I have a few story times on the weekend, but this one specifically is just about like what I found on his phone. Okay, so this one time I had went home to visit my family in the South Coast. When I came back, I came and I just went to his place. And he was the type of person that, like, when he drank, like, he would drink and then he would drink a lot, and then the following day he would literally just sleep the whole day. Like, he would like sleep throughout the whole day. He wouldn't wake up. Like, he would just be like flat, like asleep. He would wake up to go drink water and go back to bed. Like, that's how much, like, he used to drink a lot. Like, so the next day I knew that I was not going to spend any time with him. I'm just going to be sitting alone in the house doing my own thing. And another thing that I noticed is that, like, every time that he would be on his phone, he didn't want me to see what he was doing on his phone. Like, he would turn his body around. He would make sure that the screen is facing, like, his screen is not facing directly to me where I can see what he's doing. He would like start answering his calls outside, and he would just, and it was so weird. And I just used to be like, at least put in an effort to hide what you were doing, because right now you're just doing it. And I'm not stupid, but I'm not dumb, you know. And he used to start answering his calls outside, and every time I'd ask to see him, it'd give me an attitude. And every time, like, he just used to get so frustrated by me. Like, even if we're having like a little argument, like, he would just get frustrated so easily. And I just used to be like, but bro, like, just calm down. Yeah, Banje, I was just like, something is just not adding up here. Like, babe, what is happening? And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this into my own hands. Since you're not gonna give me the answers, then maybe if he's not gonna give me the answers, I'm gonna find the answers myself. This one time, he went to go drink and he left me in the house. I stayed in the house, I mind my own business, making myself some food, being a good girl. And I was like, okay, it's fine, that's fine. I sat and I waited for him. And he came home like very late. And I think when he came home, I was sleeping. And so he knocked, I went downstairs, I opened for him, he went in, and he slept like he always does. Like he would sleep, would not even move. And then there was this voice inside my head. And I remember, because at that time, I didn't have a cell phone. At that time, I think my phone was broken. I was using a phone that didn't have WhatsApp at the time. So, woke up that morning and he was fast asleep, dead asleep as usual. And I went downstairs. I took a shower, I went downstairs and made some breakfast. And I was sitting on the couch and I was watching TV. And then I noticed that there was like a charger behind the couch. We used to charge, like our charging point was behind the couch. So if there's a charger there, like you would see the charger. So I saw a charger that was on the wall, but I didn't see the phone. Like it was like the charger was traveling towards the couch, but the phone wasn't there. And then I noticed that this sneaky, he took the phone, he charged the phone, and he pushed it like inside the couch. And then he put a cushion.
Oh.
I had to like remove the cushion and put my hand inside the couch and take the phone out because it was inside. And in my head, I'm like, but bro, why do you need to go this far just to hide your phone from me? I already know that every time that you texting or every time that you're on the phone with someone, you never want me to see who you're texting because you're always like facing the opposite direction from me. You know what I mean? When I saw his phone there, I was like, I know the combination, I know the numbers, I might not remember the order, but I'm sure as hell I'm gonna go into that phone.
Wait!
The weekend is gonna see me today. We're gonna fight today. I took the phone, guys. I took the phone out of that couch. Oh, yeah. Guy, keep a phone on sofa. Yes. When I took out the phone from the couch, it was a Huawei. I remember. It was a Huawei P10. What? I took it out. Ngafaka combination. That's just unlocked. Yo, my heart. I already know what I'm gonna find inside this phone. I already know that the weekend is up to some BS. I know. And then when I go to his home screen, whatever, home button, home screen, whatever, the WhatsApp is not there.
Okay. Are you done?
Guys, I got distracted. My boyfriend just walked in like in the middle of my story time. That man is so nosy. When I went to his homepage, his home screen, I could not find his WhatsApp. You know when you go on like the home page where there's everything, his WhatsApp was hidden. Like he had hidden his WhatsApp. You know when you have like a folder with the tools, the folder with the settings, the folder with the everything. He had hidden his photos. He had hidden his WhatsApp in like a block with settings and other things that you would never even think that the WhatsApp is there. That was red flag number one. I said, if the weekend can hide his WhatsApp and his pictures, yo, wait, it's only uNkulunkulu kuphela owazi ukuthi khona naphakathi. Only God knows ukuthi khona naphakathi. Who hides their photos and their WhatsApp, guys? Yo, madoda. Hayi ngiyasaba shem. Ngiyasaba. Guys, I go on the WhatsApp. Guys, yo, ngithi ngiyangena WhatsApp. The first thing that I see is a chat between him and someone else, and he is the profile picture in that chat. And that person, he wrote like Isthakazelo. of that person. Like he wrote, instead of writing the actual name of that person, he wrote their clan name.
That's weird.
This person is upstairs sleeping. I'm on his phone. I've unlocked his phone. You can imagine the amount of, like, you can imagine like how fast my heart is pumping at this point. Like he could walk down the steps any minute and find me on his phone. This man finds me here, I'm done. Like he's gonna go off. Guys, when I go into the chat, baby, the first thing I see is the word baby. I'm like, really, baby. Like this person saved his hand with her clan name so that it can look like it's just another person. Oh, that was the worst part, guys. Well, I'm saying so that it could just like look like, even if I had to see the message coming through, I would just think, oh, it's just yeah. And I could have sworn I saw that I've seen like that name before pop up on his phone, but I just didn't pay attention because I was like, okay, whatever. I scroll up the conversation, baby, morning my love, how did you sleep? Sending her pictures of himself, sending him pictures of his day and what he's doing. Oh, the weekend, guys, he wasn't texting me anymore. He wasn't even texting me back anymore. I was pretty much dating myself when I was dating the weekend. And here he is saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, sweetie, sweetheart, I love you. Here's what I'm eating for lunch. Here's what I eat. I was so traumatized. I go out of that chat. Guys, I scroll up. As I'm scrolling up, 081. That's my number. I am 081. My number is not saved. My number is deleted. And another thing that made me go through his phone is because I had noticed before my phone broke, I think my phone had been broken for about 2 weeks by then. I was noticing that I couldn't see him posting statuses anymore. And that can only mean one thing, that I'm blocked. I mean, I thought I was blocked, but it was even worse, honey. It was even worse. My number was just completely deleted from the phone. My number was deleted. It wasn't saved. It was just 081. Yo. Unesibindi.